Hi, Dr. Bridget here with another prescription for success, and today's going to be talking about understanding problems from an NLP perspective. So it's really important to understand problems, and one of the reasons that I want to talk to you about this is that I understand how a problem is formed from an NLP perspective, and so do people that have come on courses, and that means that we can then solve them. But I'm thinking that I really need to get back to basics and talk to you about how you form problems and what a problem actually is. So a problem is a problem because we've had a not problem. So a not problem is what we're born with in general. So in general, we sort of are born whole. We may have some things going on from generations and people around us, but in general, we're born whole. And then we create a problem. So I'm just going to call that P. And the problem has a boundary. And the boundaries may be things like limiting decisions, limiting beliefs, negative emotions, values that aren't particularly useful, conflicts that are going on. And if you think about it, when you've got a problem, you usually feel quite stuck in that problem. So you're in here and you're sort of trying to get out and you can't, because there's a boundary. And the boundary is the only thing between that problem being a problem or a not problem, if that makes sense. So all of NLP is really about resolving boundaries. So if we can get rid of the limiting beliefs, limiting decisions, negative emotions, conflict that are creating this problem, then this problem sort of just disappears and the problem disappears as well. So therefore there's not a problem. And this is the beauty of NLP really, is that we don't have to spend very long going over and over what the problem is, which I'm sure you've done, I'm sure I've done, I'm sure happens in a lot of other modalities. But in NLP, if you can actually get rid of that boundary, either linguistically or by getting rid of limiting beliefs, limiting decisions, negative emotions, and just get rid of that, then the whole thing is irrelevant, and you haven't had to go there and feel all that pain that you might be feeling because you're actually stuck in the problem. So what I want to do is ask you, do you have a problem? Have a think about that problem, have a think about what's keeping you stuck in the problem, write a list of that, get in touch with me to have some NLP coaching, some therapy, so that we get rid of that problem. It doesn't take very long. And then think about, if you did get rid of that problem, what's your life going to be like? It's going to be amazing, isn't it? And if you could do that with every problem and learn how to actually get rid of that boundary, either personally or for other people, wouldn't that be amazing? So I just thought I'd go back to basics and talk to you about problems from an NLP perspective. Easy to get rid of. Take care, and I'll see you soon.